Horrendous. It's just your worst nightmare as a parent, seeing your child in so much pain.
Sean Turner suffered in the days before he died. His mum and dad believe it didn't need to happen, that Sean should still be here. They've waited years for today's report into the unit where he was treated, but now they've read it, they say it's a whitewash.
We just can't take it in. Why 2 years has been spent and they've produced this? It still doesn't go far enough. It's not making people accountable for allowing that ward to be that unsafe. And that's all we wanted.
The review into cardiac care at Bristol Children's Hospital was centred here, Ward 32. Looking at the deaths of 7 children in particular, it found that problems here put patients at risk of harm. The review's made 32 recommendations. They include making sure staffing levels are adequate, reviewing how staff communicate with families about their child's diagnosis and about what's likely to happen afterwards. And it's also called for a nationwide review into paediatric intensive care units like this one. But the language in the report isn't damning. Its author describes much of the care as less good.
Well, less good is a bit of a shorthand, isn't it, for all sorts of failings that parents told us about. Things like alarms not being responded to quickly, things like medication not arriving on time, things like fluid balances not being accurately charted, and in particular, a concern that staff didn't have the time and the space to reflect on what was happening.
The hospital's boss, still in his job, says his resignation wouldn't help.
We put in a huge range of improvement, millions of pounds invested in new medical and nursing staff, new facilities and equipment. I think the important thing is that I lead the team now to implement the recommendations of this report and ensure, convince ourselves and the families who've been party to this report that those recommendations have been taken seriously.
But Sean's mum sees it differently.
He needs to step down.
You want him to go?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This unit has spent a lot of time under scrutiny. A public inquiry 15 years ago found major shortcomings. Today's report is less critical, and Sean's parents say it's left them let down by the system again. Dominic Reynolds, 5 News in Warminster.